This is a heartbreaking reality for so many families. Unfortunately, her family's home was denied FEMA assistance, so it has to be sold.
This is Marnie, Washington. Some roles in this country require shrewd prudence. Marnie was in one of these roles as a Federal Emergency Management Agency supervisor, or FEMA supervisor, but she treated it as just a job. Miss Washington was fired from FEMA. Keep watching because the shocking details of what she did or didn't do to get fired will be revealed right after this slight break to tell you about Job Zombie. For those new to this channel, here at Job Zombie, we show the good, well, rarely we do, the bad and ugly about jobs. You can subscribe to support the channel, or you can visit jobzombie.com where you can register a free account to help make work fun again. Post content, interact with other members. Job Zombie is creating a community to help everyone survive the employment apocalypse. Back to the video. If you've been a subscriber to the channel for some time now, you'll see that jobs are making people bonkers. And this isn't 100% across the board, as some people cleverly hid their madness during the hiring process. But anyways, when disaster strikes like Hurricane Milton did, not only are you glad to have a job to report to and support yourself and your circle of friends and family, but you're also glad to have FEMA on your side assist you in the aftermath of the disaster. That is, if they show up.
This is a staggering story. FEMA officials, which should be helping everybody, directed hurricane relief workers in Florida to avoid certain homes that had Trump signs in their lawn. Okay, here's the report according to the Daily Wire. A FEMA supervisor told workers in a message to avoid homes advertising Trump as they canvassed Lake Placid, Florida, to identify residents who could qualify for federal aid. Internal messages viewed by the Daily Wire reveal. The supervisor, Marnie, Washington, relayed this message both verbally and in group chat used by the relief team. Multiple government employees told the Daily Wire. So now hurricane relief also politicized.
There's a good reason why employers don't want employees discussing religion or politics or any sensitive topics at the workplace. A person's beliefs should not get in the way of helping someone in need, especially when you're acting on behalf of the federal government. This is a very basic moral that is clearly lacking in today's society. Any personal stance should not void the receiving of government services. This is why every legal resident in America pays taxes. This FEMA official crossed the line in instructing her subordinates to skip homes that support Donald Trump. A photo of the group chat can be seen here given to the workers under her direction. One of the workers said, "I thought we could go and help and make a difference. When we got there, we were told to discriminate against people." Further proof of this order is shown here in this screenshot where the worker enters into the notes section, Trump sign, no contact, per leadership. Extremely deplorable this is, and it was necessary for FEMA to fire her, as behavior like this would only get worse the longer she's employed with the organization. Another employee said, "It's almost unbelievable to think that somebody in the federal government would think that's okay." The same person added that it was wrong to discriminate against Trump supporters when they were their most vulnerable. They continued to say, "I volunteered to help disaster victims, not discriminate against them. It didn't matter if people were black, white, Hispanic, for Trump, for Harris. Everyone deserves the same amount of help." Now, the light of this story comes from an employee under Miss Washington's supervision filing a complaint about her guidance to the Federal Department of Homeland Security, which oversees FEMA. This news is light in darkness because it is extremely common for workers, out of fear of being dismissed, to go along with the directions from superiors, however wrong or discriminatory they may be. We can call this the George Floyd effect. In order to maintain a respectable standing within an organization, Employees routinely go along with the superior in charge for fear of rocking the boat, losing the respect of coworkers. Integrity is a characteristic that requires boldness, one that is willing to stand against the norms of societies and refrain from turning into a zombie like the majority of the workforce. These workers, under Miss Marnie Washington, were also in the wrong and needed to report this plan right away, as this could have been a matter of life or death. And your career could also be a matter of life or death. And therefore, we are offering to you the opportunity to receive our free resource entitled The Employment Apocalypse Survival Guide. This is a handy resource that will give you tips and strategies on how to survive life with a job. Perhaps it's time to move on to start your own venture. Topics like this and several others can be found within this guide. Just click on the registration link in the description box below to receive the details. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you can be an official supporter of the Job Zombie movement. And, as always, thanks for watching.